to our webcast. I don't know about you, but we're having a fantastic weekend this weekend. Yesterday, my husband and I were so privileged to be part of the Sunday Times Pride of Australia medal, which was at Fraser's in Kings Park. A few weeks ago, I was notified that I was one of the finalists in the Community Spirit Award, and I was so honoured to even make it that far, where they went through my work and saw, our raising awareness and sharing a drug prevention message over the last 10 years, where we've just presented to thousands of young people in the schools, primaries and high schools right across Australia and overseas, where they were so impressed with our Under Your Influence family seminar and our newest initiative, which is the Step Up Personal Development Program at Bandyup Women's Prison and Boronia Pre-Release Centre. I was so stoked that they would think, wow, we're going to make this girl one of the finalists. And, my husband and I went to Fraser's and we sat down at the table, and there was a beautiful breakfast. And funnily enough, we're at the table with the other finalists in my category, which was a bit daunting. But as I kind of read through, we all kind of got this little booklet, and there was an overview of the work that each of the finalists were doing in the community. I definitely was thinking, wow, this is tough competition. But more than that, as I read through some of the overviews and read through some of the fantastic people we have in our very own state, I couldn't help but to think that every single one of us have an opportunity to make a contribution, to make Western Australia a much better place to live in. I sat there and I witnessed a 4-year-old that walked 23 kilometres to raise awareness and raise funds for a charity. There was a 9-year-old girl that totally moved my heart. She was in a car accident with her family, and after their car had crashed one afternoon, she got out of the car and witnessed her mother dead after the crash, but she managed to hold her head injuries together and all her body injuries. She was 9 years old and went off to find help, where she waved down a car and 000 was called and emergency came to save her and her siblings. That moved me probably more than anything, that a young 9-year-old would take initiative to go and save her siblings despite the fact that her mother had passed away right in front of her. There were police officers who rescued people that were about to jump off the side of a building. There were so many people there, and I think in the morning it was such an emotional roller coaster as we listened to these stories. And as my category got called up and they read out all the finalists in my category, at the end they said, and the winner is Jade Lewis. I think that would probably have to have been one of the most moving times for me. I mean, I got up to the platform, the Lord Mayor Lisa Scafidi was presenting, and I found it very hard to even deliver a thank you, that I was so emotional receiving the medal. And if you know me, I don't really get that emotional. But as I stood up there and I took this medal, I really felt so honoured to have been chosen as the winner of the Sunday Times Pride of Australia Community Spirit Award for 2010. I think the tireless efforts and the countless hours that we put in, and for us it's not an 8 to 5 job, Monday to Friday. Basically it's a lifestyle. My husband, I and my children are very driven by a cause and by a vision to build drug-free people and communities, and this was just a great encouragement to our heart and a fantastic indicator that we're on the right track and we're going in the right direction. And we never ever stop at this one award and say, this is it for us. We've got this award and now we're just going to sit back and settle. No, we got this award and we're celebrating the moment, but we're not going to stay in the moment of this one success. There are so many more obstacles to overcome. There are so many more fears that we have to face. There are so many more, there's so many more things that we are yet to achieve. But nevertheless, we still feel very privileged and very honoured that our work has been recognised in such a light, and I guess our heroes are those in the schools that are standing up and making a no decision when it comes to things like drugs and alcohol. That is their contribution to the drug and alcohol problem, and they're looking at, yes, we want to be a solution and not part of the problem, and a no decision can just be as easy as that, as their contribution. We're so privileged to help the families, and you know, I guess my heroes also are the women in prison who are making life-changing decisions every day to leave their past behind and embrace their future. And no matter how hard it is, I look at some of the girls that have made some fantastic choices in their life and look at them today, and that really pleases my heart. And I guess the way that we see our success is when we look at the lives that we've changed along the way. I think you can't put money on that, and we look at the lives and we look at their families and we look at the way that they have been restored, and we are so happy and so fulfilled in what we are doing. And anyway, check out this medal. It is so awesome. It is so heavy. They put it on me and I thought, oh my gosh, this is better than any Olympic medal, I'm sure. I looked at it and I thought, wow, I'm going to hang this in my office with pride. And so on behalf of my husband and my girls and also the team at Jade Lewis and Friends, we want to say thank you so much that you continue to link in and partner with us. And look, if there is anything we can do to help you, or if something is kind of striking a chord in your heart right now and you want to partner with us, we would love to hear from you. You can visit www.jadelewis.com and you know, register your details and subscribe to our newsletter, and we'll see you next time.